on this adorable Coastal Summer Quilt for my client Mackenzie, and I'm having so much fun custom machine quilting it. I am creating a full video sharing my whole entire process of custom machine quilting this beauty. I'll share that over in the Piece N Quilt Academy. Make sure you do check it out. There's going to be so much inspiration. But today, as I'm working through this quilt, I came to one of the solid blocks. If you remember, I did share a video recently where I quilted another one of the solid blocks with a flower, so definitely run back and check that one out. But through most of these solid blocks in the outside section of the quilt, I am quilting this more simple flower. And this one I love because it's simple, it's to the point, and anybody can quilt out this design. Anyways, like I said, you will be able to find the full process of me quilting this adorable quilt soon over in the Piece N Quilt Academy. But for now, let's hop down here and do a little bit of ruler quilting and a little bit of free motion quilting. So you probably know I love machine quilting with rulers, and I love free motion quilting, so I love combining the two of them even more. On this solid block right here, I'm going to be starting out by stitching an X. So from this corner up here, over to here, across the bottom, and then back up to that corner. Because this is ruler quilting and then hand-guided quilting, I do have my ruler foot here on my machine. And then anytime you do any machine quilting with rulers, you need to make sure you have a ruler base. So that's what creates this large flat surface. A lot of times I get the comment, why are your quilts so tight on the frames? They're really not, but this ruler base makes what you see on camera look really tight. Anyway, so a couple of things about doing machine quilting with rulers. Whenever you're doing any machine quilting with rulers, like I said, make sure you do have a ruler foot, a proper machine quilting ruler, and you always use gentle pressure. Also, the ruler foot adds 1/4 inch. So to stitch out this first line, I will hold the ruler down here 1/4 inch away from where I want my thread to intersect. I'm stitching here on my Gamble 22-inch machine, and I do have my stitch length set at 13 stitches per inch. So I'll use light pressure, engage my machine, and stitch across the block. Once I get down here to this corner, then I'll travel across the bottom ditch, up to the opposite corner, and now finish this off by stitching a loop into the center of each of these 4 quadrants. Just like that, simple but creates a lot of interest. I just love how that design turned out. Like I said, it's so simple, but it adds just the right bit of interest. I was using my regular 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, which I do have our Piece N Quilt pop socket ruler grip attached here to the top of the ruler. You can find my full process coming soon to the Piece N Quilt Academy, where I'll show you how I quilt this whole entire quilt. So much inspiration. I'll tell you all the details about that over there. But in the meantime, before you run over to the Piece N Quilt Academy, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and I will be back soon with another machine quilting video.